Crypto Morning Laddies, my name is Chaz, and welcome to the What If Zuko Was uh, a... I forgot his name from the... He's the main villain in the Demon Slayer storyline. You know who he is.
Muzan Kibutsuji from Demon Slayer.
Yeah. Was this guy. But let me do something. Of course, in this one, I am going to move the weakness to the sun, the weakness thing. But I switched it out with the Dark Shadows is like thing where he is a normal like size human. And he's still strong, but not as much as when he is at night. So like he can, during the day, he can lift buildings over his head. That's about still super strong than All Might. He has durability, all that stuff. He has all the different powers of the demon that creates all the other demons. So, yeah. And I'm also giving him, or kind of changing his appearance things, like 3. I'm giving him 3 personalities. One of them, the main one, the human part, all 3 of them are immortal, so they don't like die or or anything like that. So yeah. So the main one, him, he's more into like combat, like in battle, with his bare hands. And he can, it's basically like it's basically like him, but on a whole nother level of it. Second personality that he has is her. Yeah. The Demon King. Yeah. So she ends up, or she will be focused on beauty and basically like she will be acts like a mother of it. So yeah. And reason why I got this idea is that I was on or in a dream. I'll tell you probably in my dreams video, like my wacky dreams one. So yeah, and it also inspired me, or what inspired me to make this what if is my own what if sideswipe was in My Hero Academia thing with his personality thing. and he transforms into those. Yeah. And then he had a... You know how, like, this guy has his adult form, his kid form, and then his girl form? Yeah. It's like that, but... And he also has a monster form, but when he really gets his power going. So let's begin. Oh, before we go, or before we get started in this what if, she's in a relationship with her, like, with an adult version of the, yeah, just to let you know, because all three of them are in the same body, but they have three different personalities and different mindsets. But when he is, yeah. So I might bring in a custom kid for her, or custom child for her, and stay tuned. So let's begin. So plus I am adding Zumi to it. So then, yeah, let's begin. So the Zuko and Zumi were born. Of course, at age of 4, or in this alternate timeline, the demons were not, like, showing them. So basically, so now, yeah, so now at age of 4, they go to a quirk doctor, and he tells Zumi that she has a quirk, and then, yeah. And Zuko does have a quirk, like 3 quirks inside of his body. As the quirk doctor can never decide, as he put in the 3 quirks. You have actually a 3 quirks. Like what? You have self-rebuilds, like self-confidence. You have rageful. It's like a emotions that you have. One is called calm. Okay. One is called anger. And the other is the happiness, or hopes and dreams. So yeah. So then Zuko was like, wow. So what do they do? Unknown. Or actually, I know that the Zuko, or I know that you will probably be figuring it out, but it says it on the paper that the first quirk allows you to basically send yourself or others to more chilled, like more relaxed relax yourself instead of but the other rage does opposite, makes you go in rampaging rage mode. Okay. And then third, hopes and, or actually I'm changing it to hopes and loves. And each one of those hooks up to his personality. So because he has three, so the rage is actually for him. His chilled is to his younger self. There he is. And then the hopes and loves is for her. Because in the story, because he has three different personalities, the female personality of him fell in love with and every time he goes to bed, or let's do a time skip. So during 15, he had a dream where he was just lying in bed as an adult, or as this guy, and he turns and he sees her laying right next to him with her arms crossed his back, like hugging him. As he was so embarrassed. Yeah. So let's be good back to the story. So, yeah. So at age of 5, he tells Bakugo that mine's not better than yours, hers, Bakugo. Huh. I have a quirks, or should I say quirks, like, I have 3 of them. Really? Huh. What are their names? One is called Chilled, like, come on, chill with, as he uses his quirk on his friend, as his friend's more like laid down and like was so relaxed. Wow. And then the other one, Anger, it does the opposite. Wow. And then the third is Hopes and Loves. See? So, and I can see into the comments of this video, you're probably gonna say, so is he like gay or something like that? No. It's his third personality is a female, so it's basically she's in love with him. Yeah. It's like if you had 3 personalities and second personality was a female that fell in love with you, what would you do? Oh. So, yeah. So then basically, yeah. But Zuko does not know that he could boost other people all the way to demon level. And one day, his father wanted. Sorry. His father wanted him to leave. And he says, sure. And the second personality of his decides to, because she knew that she knew that the father wanted the fusion of their quirks to go for their sister. But then, of course, that's why I want to hear, or like to hear, sing. So, yeah. So he walks around. As there was a sad man. And, like, not a demon, but he was sad. And so he walks over. What happened to you? Oh. As it seems like no one cares about me. Because I'm too weak. Oh. Oh. You just need to. Oh. As the beautiful girl, he shapeshifts into, says, I have the quirk called, hope, and love. So, as he gives him, like, hopes thing, self-confidence, but she didn't realize his body did change into a demon. Like, and let's say it was the middle of the night, so the power level of his his power is greater than than a normal human. And she looks at him. Can you serve me? As the sad sad demon that used to be a man, but now he became a demon. His memories were erased. So he serves her. Yeah. Actually, his memories got transferred into that guy's body, the Zuko's body. So he says, "Sure, I will obey any command. Okay? So then during the day, he goes back to human form. And they can go in the day because they're not affected by it. But he's more, or they try not to draw attention to him. And the he goes into the, now it's training him. So now he goes to UA. So he goes to UA. And at there, he didn't meet Ochako. Or actually before, one night, somehow a little, or the girl, or not little, but a big girl, or like a woman, a young woman wanted and then to commit suicide because her husband, or her husband was cheated on her, as he sees her fall off, as he runs up, as he noticed his speed is way faster than an average human. As he caught her before her, and she says, "Just please let me die." Yeah. There's nothing else to live for. And they can switch quirks off. Like, switches it around. Like, he could have the hopes and love. She has rage, and the other still has the relaxation. So it's not like a permanently thing. So he tells her that there's more to life than marriage. Okay? As he smiles at her, because you could do everything else. You don't have to take in your own life away, because one, who needs that jerk, I'll happily take care of him for you. So, yeah. You will? Yeah. And, okay. Yes, sir. Okay. As he used her, or actually or of course, when she hugged him, of course, the second personality wants to just kill her straight then and there. But then he was like, then she realized he that he has such a good charm on him. So what does she do? If of course she tells him that she wants him to like just straight up because she doesn't because she feels like weak. But then when he says, "You want some power, don't you?" Yes. This power will make you lose your memories. But in exchange, you can become a demon. Accept it? Because you can become the most powerfulest person in the world. So she took it. She wants that power for herself. And when she did, her hair starts to curl. Or when he infected her with it, as her mind slips away, her memories were transferred into his body. As something different happened to her. Her hair starts to turn white. Polka dots, red polka dots came all the way down her face. Her eyes transformed into more white with a black line and with a dot in the middle of that line. And she says, "I will serve you from this point on." This is one question. Of course, the Zuko who asks, "How does it feel?" It feels great. I can take on the entire world. And so then the quirk switch back to like she has hopes and loves. He has rage and the yeah. So then when I say hopes and loves thing, it basically make them all fall in love with him and make him do something that he asks politely. So yeah. So there was 2 people that fell victim to. So he walks into a house, or he teleported in, as he could see a drunk, passed out, naked, and naked man on the floor. As he turns, or he had the powers of invisibility, so he looks to make sure there's no like victims things, or no like other people. he walked through walls and he sees a girl, or like a woman, young woman, was pregnant. As she was passed out. As he turns his head, it would be rude of me to not. Let's kill the chunky one. As he hears, like, conversations, like, in his own head, that's what I like to hear. As he kills that guy on the floor. Her. And you know what he did with the other person, the other girl? That pregnant girl? And it was, as he checked the stomach thing, and it was time for her to give birth thing. As she's screaming, I mean, not at the, because he was invisible, but she was screaming for that her water broke, and as he shapeshifts into that guy, as he runs to the hospital, and yeah, so then yeah, so what does he do? He didn't abandon them. He was the only person that, as after, or she actually needed to be like she needed her sleep, so he disappeared, like walked away, and it's as the as he tells them her, as he can also have like powers of like communicating with the dead, so he told her that to honoring her dying wish of to kill or to take care of that guy, him, as he tells her that he impregnated the girl before I got there. After I got to there, I saw him passed out. So before I killed him, I looked around. Then I saw her. As he saw it through his eyes of what he's looking at. And at least you killed that guy, right? Yes. he basically okay. So he doesn't like I mean he's honoring his. So yeah, as both or one of the moon or him or no her like body was still walking around. She has a like a soul and a shadow thing, so she was like none of them can burn in the daylight. So yeah, so he tells or like she commanded her to like go search out for anyone that needs help. And if there's any villains that were stand in your way, kill them. Okay? Understood, sir. As he says that too. Because yeah, so those two are more royal to him than so yeah. So then he goes checks on the pregnant girl that she just had a child with the guy that he murdered. Yeah. But he transformed into like that guy so he ends up taking care of the family to make sure that because after killing after he kills their father or that some guy's or some girl's husband, or I don't know how to say it, so yeah, then it's like so now we are on to the part where I left off. He joins UA. As at this point, he was wearing a suit like every other student is wearing. So then he also told them to report anything that's super suspicious. Not the okay, boss. So he decides. So he goes to UA, and the child was at this time after it was born at the age of 4 as their father or like because yeah, so they basically he wanted and the corpse that he did kill, actually he brought back to life before and transformed him into a demon, but not a like but he's still would be the same. But when he once he But the to keep the super suspicion down. So so he became a good father. He cares about them. So, yeah. So he goes back and forth. So then So then the demon husband thing told him that the child is born and so now he is at age 4 and now we're taking him to a court doctor. Okay. So then the court doctor tells them or tells the that he has a quirk and and so then the kid went back home and a young beautiful girl or that that he sat down or actually her minions brought a chair out as she sat down to be and the girl as she sees the girl arguing with that guy that she had too much to drink as she yells at him she sees him she sees the girl yelling at him like she was so drunk and she pulled out a knife as a young big guy comes out of nowhere, grabs the knife, as he says, no need to fight. How about go to bed? As the girl was so drunk that she was like talking all kinds of crud to him and as he basically so she basically decides because how drunk she was, she walked around as he took care of the drunk person as she relaxed herself as the guy or the girl passed out and sets her on the bed with him to make sure as he walks over as she tells him for her to take a wheel of driving. So she does, and she doesn't kill, but her motherly instincts kicked in as she walks towards the child, or the toddler, as she picks him up out of his cradle, as she like walks, or not walks, she swung him like toddler style, or how do you say it? It's hard. Okay, so she basically puts him to sleep. As she's singing a lullaby song. As the toddler as basically of course the toddler was a girl, or no, boy, as she's like, or as he falls asleep after drinking milk and getting so relaxed, as she like made him fall asleep, as so she cared about that child. She wants to like kill as the guy was like, no, as she puts the child down back into the cradle. So then he ends up says, let's go. As in a minute, reading him a little bedtime story. As she read to that little child a bedtime story. Alright. As so I'm not gonna say it, but it was just weird. So sorry if this video is kind of long. I'm gonna reach all up to 15. So so let's keep going. So basically after she left, one of the people, the sad man, reported in and told them that there was a robbery in progress. That someone is robbing the armored truck. Okay. Alright. Time for me to get mad. As he gets mad. But then this sad and the Herm says, let's us take care of it, master. Okay. So then those two took the robbers down and put them behind bars. So now, yeah, please wait for part 2.